Hello, and welcome back to our channel. Rare earth materials are everywhere, in smartphones, electric cars, wind turbines, and even fighter jets. But what if one country controls almost all of them? In 2025, China expanded its export controls on rare earths and magnets, a move that could reshape global supply chains and influence international diplomacy. Today, we'll look at how and why China is using rare earth materials as a diplomatic tool, based on an analysis by Gracelin Baskaran from the Center for Strategic and International Studies, CSIS.
Rare earth elements may sound obscure, but they're crucial to modern technology. Without them, we can't produce advanced electronics, clean energy equipment, or defense systems. China currently dominates this field, controlling around 70% of global mining, 90% of processing, and over 90% of magnet manufacturing. That means decisions made in Beijing can ripple across the world, affecting industries from Tesla's car production to the US Department of Defense. This concentration of power turns rare earths from a technical issue into a geopolitical weapon, or at least a powerful bargaining chip.
According to CSIS analyst Gracelin Baskaran, China's new export controls announced in 2025 go beyond earlier measures. For the first time, the rules also cover foreign-made products that use Chinese rare earth materials or Chinese processing technologies, even if those products are manufactured abroad. Starting December 1st, 2025, companies connected to foreign militaries, especially the United States, will likely be denied export licenses if they plan to use these materials for military purposes. In other words, China is now extending its control not just over raw materials, but over the technological ecosystem built around them. This is similar to how the United States uses extraterritorial export controls, for example, when restricting chip sales to Huawei or other firms using US technology.
These controls aren't just about economics. They're also about diplomacy and leverage. By controlling rare earths, China can indirectly influence trade negotiations, high-level summits, and even global strategic alignment. The CSIS article points out that the timing of the new controls, right before major US-China talks, may not be accidental. Even if China doesn't completely cut off supply, the uncertainty itself can make foreign firms nervous and push governments to take China's positions more seriously. In diplomacy, sometimes the threat is enough.
The United States and its allies are already trying to reduce their dependence on Chinese materials. Washington has funded projects to restart domestic mining and magnet production, but progress is slow. It takes years to build new facilities, and environmental approvals are strict. In the meantime, defense contractors, car makers, and clean energy firms remain vulnerable. The CSIS report warns that even a small delay in export licensing could disrupt supply chains for defense systems like F-35 jets or missile guidance units. So the question isn't just whether China will weaponize rare earths, but how much leverage it already gains by keeping the world dependent. Other countries, Japan, the European Union, and even India, are now racing to build alternative supply chains. Ironically, by tightening control, China might push others to diversify faster. Yet for the next few years, Beijing's dominance remains overwhelming, and that gives it a quiet but potent diplomatic advantage. Overusing this power, however, could backfire. If partners see China as an unreliable supplier, they'll look elsewhere for critical materials. As Gracelin Baskaran of CSIS concludes, these new export restrictions are not just technical trade measures. They are a form of economic statecraft. Rare earths have become a diplomatic instrument in the competition for global influence. Thank you for watching. You can find the article link in the description. What do you think? Is China's rare earth diplomacy a smart strategic move or a risky overreach? Let's talk in the comments.